In a peaceful green valley, where tall trees reached for the sky and colorful flowers carpeted the ground, lived three young dinosaurs who were the best of friends. There was Rex, brave and strong, with a roar that could shake the leaves off the tallest ferns. Then there was Luna, the clever one, who loved solving puzzles and could figure out any mystery that came her way. And finally, there was Timo, curious and a little bit dreamy, always imagining grand adventures in faraway lands. One sunny morning, as the dew still sparkled on the giant leaves, the three friends were playing near the river when they discovered something strange. Half hidden in the soft mud was a giant footprint, glowing with a soft, magical light. It was unlike any footprint they had ever seen before. Rex, ever the brave leader, stepped closer, his eyes wide. He declared, "This footprint is fresh. Whatever made it is still nearby." Luna, the little detective, bent down, her sharp eyes studying every detail of the glowing print. "The shape is so unusual," she murmured, tracing its outline with her claw. "It has three sharp points. This isn't just a footprint, it's a clue. We have to find out who it belongs to." Timo, his heart already racing with excitement, jumped up and down. "Maybe it's a new dinosaur we've never met before. A secret, magical dinosaur." His imagination was already running wild with possibilities. And so, the adventure began. The three friends decided to follow the trail of glowing footprints that led them away from the familiar riverbank and deeper into the forest. The air was filled with the cheerful chirping of birds flying high above them. The sunlight dappled through the thick canopy, making the forest floor sparkle. A gentle wind whispered through the trees, telling ancient stories as they passed. Their journey was filled with wonder. They crossed bubbling streams, hopped over fallen logs, and marveled at the vibrant butterflies that fluttered around them. As they ventured further, they stumbled upon their second clue. A huge tree trunk stood before them, and etched into its bark were three long scratch marks. Rex reached up as high as he could, but his claws barely touched the bottom of the marks. "Wow," he said, impressed. "These scratches are way too high for any of us. This creature must be really tall." Luna examined the scratches closely, her mind working like a finely tuned machine. "And look," she pointed out, "the shape of the claw marks perfectly matches the points on the footprint. We're definitely on the right track." The glowing trail continued, leading them to a part of the forest they had never dared to explore before. Before them loomed the entrance to the dark cave. A cool, mysterious breeze drifted out from its shadowy mouth, and the usual cheerful sounds of the forest seemed to fall silent. Timo gulped, his earlier excitement replaced by a shiver of nervousness. Do we really have to go inside?" he asked, his voice barely a whisper, huddling closer to his friends. Just as Rex was about to give a brave reply, a soft sound drifted from within the cave. It wasn't a roar or a growl. It was a little whimper, a small, sad sound, like someone was lost and scared. The three friends looked at each other. Their own fear melted away, replaced by a shared feeling of concern. They had to see who was in there. Slowly, cautiously, they stepped into the darkness of the cave. Their hearts beat fast, a drum against their ribs, but they stayed close together, a team ready for anything. Inside, the cave was not as scary as it seemed. The walls were covered in sparkling crystals that caught the faint light from the entrance. And there, in the center of the cavern, they found him, the owner of the glowing footprints. It was a small, young dinosaur, no bigger than Timo. His whole body was covered in beautiful spots that glowed with a soft, pulsating light. He was huddled in a little ball, looking frightened and alone. He looked up as they approached, his big eyes shimmering with unshed tears. The little glowing dinosaur introduced himself softly. "My name is Glowy," he whispered. "I got lost while I was playing and searching for my family. I didn't mean to scare anyone with my footprints." His voice was full of sadness. Seeing how gentle and scared he was, Luna's heart went out to him. She smiled warmly, her voice kind and reassuring. "Don't worry, Glowy," she said. We weren't scared, we were curious. We followed your clues all this way. We're your friends, and we'll help you find your family. Rex puffed out his chest and added, of course we will. No dinosaur gets left behind. Timo, now completely over his fear, patted Chloe's shoulder gently. Your glowing spots are so cool. They're like little stars. Chloe managed a small smile, feeling a little bit braver with his new friends by his side. Together, the four dinosaurs walked out of the cave and back into the sunlight. Now, they followed a new trail, a faint series of glowing spots that Chloe had left behind, leading them toward the tall, misty mountains in the distance. They walked for a long time, sharing stories and laughing together. Chloe told them all about his family, who could light up the whole forest at night with their glow. As they climbed higher up the mountain path, they suddenly heard voices calling out a name. Chloe, Chloe, where are you? And then, appearing from behind a cluster of giant rocks, was a whole family of glowing dinosaurs. Their bodies shone with a light so bright and beautiful, it was like looking at a constellation of stars that had come down to Earth. Mom, Dad, Chloe cried out, running happily toward them. He was swept up in a warm, glowing hug. His mother turned to the three friends, her eyes shining with gratitude. Thank you, she said, her voice like music. Thank you for finding our little Chloe and bringing him back to us safely. You are true heroes. Before Rex, Luna, and Timo left, Chloe's mother presented them with a gift. It was a mysterious puzzle stone, smooth and gray, but with lines that shimmered with the same light as the glowing dinosaurs. As they held the stone, they could feel a gentle warmth spreading through their hands. It was a promise of another adventure. Luna turned the stone over, her eyes sparkling with excitement. A new mystery to solve, she whispered eagerly. I can't wait to figure this one out. The three friends waved goodbye to Chloe and his family, their hearts full and proud. They had followed the clues, solved the mystery, and made a wonderful, glowing new friend. As they walked back home to their own valley, they knew this was an adventure they would never forget. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed this dinosaur adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fun stories. We'll see you next time.